guys, welcome back. All right, this is going to be a little bit different kind of a video today, the way things are shaping up. So my goal was to first get to the top of this knoll and show you our area of explore today. So let me just spin the camera around real slow and you can look at this beautiful vista. Take a look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Yeah, beautiful bluebird day. Very little smoke in the atmosphere. They're starting to get a damper on them big fires. Absolutely gorgeous day for a hike and to do mine exploring. All right, so as I pan off this direction, let me show you what's going on here. Now, I don't have my helmet microphone hooked up right now. I'm just shooting this raw through the microphone on the camera, so there's going to be some wind noise. But if you look, all right down there straight in front of me, you see that big limestone outcropping out there? All right, that's where we were last Saturday and the week prior. That's where the mine was with the welded barrels, as well as the mine that gassed me out. So what we're trying to do today is, if you go back to the first episode of this series, when we went inside the mine, we found that vertical winze, or that vertical ore pass with all the rotten wood at the bottom of it. Okay, where I'm standing right here, I'm literally standing on top of the workings that are underground or underneath me right now. And so what we're trying to find today is the top of that ore pass, or the top of the winze. One of two things have either happened up here. Either there's like a vertical shaft or a winze or an ore pass on top of this hill that is not on the map. They just never put it on the map. Or there's an adit on the other side of the hill behind me that goes in and then intersects, and then that's where they were dropping the ore down. That's what we believe that they were doing. They were kicking the waste rock out on the west side of this hill and then taking the ore inside and dropping it down that vertical ore pass. Now, on this side, the west side of the hill, there's a total of 3 or 4 adits. We just got done poking into 2 out of the 3. We've got 1 more, but they were all collapsed. And they looked like prospects. They really didn't go into the hill very far. So right now, as we look out this direction, okay, let's get walking here. All right, up here, you can kind of see where it looks like it might have been an old road. You can see Laura up there. And she's been going ahead of me, see if she can see anything. But you can see her up there, and that's why we're following this old road, because maybe it goes to something. Any luck up there? Okay, so there is a little waste rock pile where the road ends. Yeah, up on this side, like near the outcrop. But no vertical ore passes or anything like that, huh? All right, so okay, you see just past Laura, there's another limestone outcropping. I'm going to make my way up to that right now, and we're going to just kind of work the area in a corkscrew, see if we can find this thing. All right, guys, I'll see you up there. All right, guys, so I got up here to that limestone outcropping, and indeed we did find one, but this isn't going to be it, but I still want to show it to you. So let me flip the camera around here. All right, Laura's already down in there. And she doesn't have a microphone on her right now, so you can't hear her audio, but there's no wind coming out of there. We tossed some rocks. They just go and stop after about 20 feet down into that crack. So what they were doing here was just high grading. They found some ore that came up to the surface, and they high graded it out, and that's what this trail was that we've been coming up the side of the hill. That's a pack mule trail, and they were packing the ore down from these little prospects to the bottom, where they load it in trucks and haul it out of here. So that's it. All right, so there's nothing So that let me turn the camera around here. So that tells me that it has to be in one of those adits on the other side of the hill, further off to the west. So that's what we're going to do next, is head over there, start poking into each one of those, or at least the remaining ones we haven't looked at yet. Hopefully we get underneath this hill and intersect with that ore pass. But one more time, let me flip the camera around. Gosh, I wish you guys could be there. What an absolute stunning view. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but to be here, it's just gorgeous. What a gorgeous day. Okay guys, we're gonna head over there. We'll see you on the other side. All right, so here we are on the western flank of the hill, opposite of all the workings that we've been exploring over the last few weekends. Still trying to find an adit going in on this side. So let me flip the camera around here. You can see that there used to be one right here, but this is all collapsed. It looks like a prospect to me, because if it would have went in further, there would be a huge waste rock pile right out there, and there is not. Nope. So this ain't it. Okay, Laura is out this direction. Let me turn the camera around. Let's head out here a little bit. What a day for a hike. I'm just really enjoying this today, because here in a little while we're going to be headed back to Arizona. Well, for you guys watching this video, by the time you watch this, we're probably already going to be there. But for us, we're hanging out here in Nevada a little while longer, because right now they've got a heat wave going on down there, triple-digit temperatures, and no sense in going down there right now, because you can't hike and explore in that. It's hard on me, or it's hard on us, and it's really hard on Bob. All right, let me flip the camera around. What did you find there?
It is something on extract, and on the base is in 1846.
Very cool.
What kind of extract? I guess we'll have to look into this one.
Bond, B-O-N-D-S, maybe?
Maybe bonds.
We're gonna have to do some, do your super sleuth thing like you do.
Yeah, but look at that.
And post that on Facebook. See if we can find. Cool, yeah. Laura does a heck of a fine job of finding bottles. All she has to do is take a picture of the sides or the bottoms, and she can usually find them on the internet.
And this one it's old. I mean, it's
wow.
got the manganese in it. So.
Hey, look at the carving on the side. U.S. mine.
Moni. Looks like M-O-N-I.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, United States. Maybe that's mineral, M-I-N. Could be mineral. It's could be a location. It's either a location marker or a corner post.
Yeah. There's another U.S. something or the other on this side too. Might be a.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Very cool. Now, I think there's like an N right here. I wonder if this is north. You know, there could be some old coordinates on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a corner, a legitimate corner.
I guess north is
that way. Yeah. Yeah, let's look down here real quick. Kind of, see, we got a road right below us. So what we're going to do, guys, next is hike down towards the road. And I think we've got one more that way, don't we?
Yeah, one more that we haven't looked at yet to see if it's open or not.
Okay. What would be easier? Would it be easier to like just take the crest of the hill and then drop down onto it, or take the road?
I think if we stay on the road, and then we'll drop down below the road. So
okay.
If we just stay on the road and head back towards where Bob is, and the other one, it looks like the one that we haven't checked out yet is directly below the caved one. So if we stay on the road, then
okay,
we should see it on our right.
Should be on the right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, that's where we're heading next. We're taking the road back down the hill. See you down there. All right, guys, here we are further on the west side of the hill. Every single one we're finding here is either a prospect or it is a collapsed adit. We're just not going to be able to get in unless we had a backhoe or some big heavy equipment. The reason this is happening is because we are above 8,000 feet here, and this gets a lot of snow. So decades and decades worth of snow, freezing and thawing, as well as melt, has collapsed all of the adits. I don't know, Laura. I just don't think we're going to find it today.
No, we only have the one other one, which is supposedly right down below us, but I don't know. I'm not.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did find something neat. So down in the comment section, periodically you guys have asked me, so what are the miners looking for? How did they know where to go, what to look for, when to start digging, things like that? Well, we found something right here. So, okay, so let's go back in time before the mine that we've been exploring over the last few Saturdays. Let's play pretend, go back in time long before this ever turned into a mine. Well, you had prospectors up on the side of this hill, and they were with geologists, and they were looking for outcroppings as well as float. You guys you probably heard the terminology quartz float. Well, quartz isn't the only thing that floats away from the mother lode. Silver also floats away from the mother lode vein. And lo and behold, as we're trekking down the side of the hill where there isn't no trails, take a look at what we found. Here it is in its raw form, right by Laura's left foot, right down there. Show them that, Laura. You see this? So I believe that the darker material in here, you go ahead and hold it up. I got to hold this in the right orientation. You see the darker material that's mixed in with the quartz there? I think that is the exact same stuff that we saw inside of the mine when we were pointing the camera at the ore body, at the silver ore that they left behind. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but the ore that they were finding inside the mine was running 50 to 60 ounces of silver per ton. So here's some float right now, right here. Now, it's going to need testing. I'm not 100% sure that this is silver ore. It could be magnetite. But look at that rock. Is that not a cool rock with the quartz crystals? And then speaking of quartz crystals, over here, look at the quartz crystal right through there on the side of this rock. Isn't that neat? So we want to offer these to you guys. Look, we're just pulling them right out of the ground. Which ones would you like to, which ones you want to offer up on the eBay site, Laura?
Definitely this one.
That one's really super cool. And that other one.
This other one that I was holding.
That one. And how about, what's that one look like down by your left foot there? There you go. That's pretty cool too. I mean, if it was washed, maybe. Yeah. It's not as good as the other two, but it's still pretty, well, that probably just because it has dirt on it. If we wash it, it's going to look pretty neat. What do you think? You want to pack all three of them off this hill?
Sure, why not?
All right, so if we do decide to do it, guys, let me flip the camera around here. Just go down into the description area of this video, click on Hidden Treasures Abound. We'll have these up and listed before this video even comes out. Okay, what are we doing next?
We're gonna head down. With any luck, faint luck, there might be one more open at it, and then we will be on to something else. Yeah,
then it's back to Bob. So yep, one more at it. Let's go check it out. We'll go from there. All right, I think we might have something here. Can you hold this? So I'll carry out that specimen. Indeed. Let me get down here. There we go. Let's look up in here. It looks like it's just gonna go and stop. I'm not even gonna, let me just poke up in here. See, I told you though, those guys were seeing that float. They came down the side of the hill about, oh, I don't know, 25, 50 feet, somewhere in there. And then they did an exploratory in here. Yep. All right, let's look up. No, that material does not look like, see this? See the footwall here? But this material does not look like the stuff that we're finding in the float. We had a critter up in here. He made a little nest, but this is as far as it goes. All right, turning around. This is the deepest one we found all day. Yeah. All right, let's head back outside. Okay, turn these off. Let's go over here. We'll flip around the corner, see if there's anything else hiding around here. See, there it is. Look, they set some aside, Laura. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same material. Sure is.
Yeah.
There's a name for this. So guys, if I'm gonna do some research, I remember the name. I can't remember it right now, so I'll pop it up on the screen. Here it is, if I can find it. Yeah, it was silver. I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll do the research. All right, let's look back this direction real quick. Yep, you can see the waste rock piles, but this is the last of them. We're just not going to get underground today. All right, so we're going to keep poking around as we work our way back to Bob, guys. We'll see you over there. All right, guys, so we're back down here by Bob. Laura's going to put these up on the hood. I'm going to show them to you one more time. We did bring the 3 right here. These are neat. I like how these look. That's super cool. And until I do some investigating, I'm thinking that could be silver. It starts with a C. Chloride? I'll have to do some work and find out exactly what it is. And when I figure it out, then of course that's going to be part of the listing on eBay. But there's the 3 right there. Okay, where's the sun? Let's go stand over here, Laura. There we go. Like that. Oh, look at all the little thingies over here. There we go. Yeah. All right, guys. I think you can hear us out of the microphone. I know we don't have our microphones on, so we're just using the camera. So I wasn't sure how this one was going to play out. So this is going to end up on a Wednesday episode, right after the last Saturday, which was the one where I got gassed. I'm doing much better now. Well, actually, I was doing better later that day once I was in fresh air long enough. Now let's talk about that real quick, okay? There's a lot of people that down in the YouTube comment section that were saying all different kinds of things, speculating all different kinds of things. Where I got the best info was people coming in on Facebook and making comments on Facebook on that particular post. So we believe that it was, or I still think that even though we didn't get a smell of rotten eggs, I still think it was a little bit of H2S as well as some carbon dioxide. If you go back and review the video, you can clearly see the bubbles that are trapped underneath that layer of like floating calcite or floating salts. They were hiding under there, and then of course when I walked through it, I broke the surface tension of that, and then those bubbles come welling up, and that's what I got a good breath or inhale of, and then I started getting ill. So if you want to read more about that, by all means, join our Facebook group. Head over to Facebook and read some of those posts. A lot of our group members made some really, really good comments, especially you, Randy, Bicycle Helmet Randy. You know who you are. Randy's kind of a chemist, and he made some really good comments too. All right, guys, with that, we're going to head off to try to find something for you this coming Saturday. I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We're doing our best to bring you guys to some really neat sites before we get out of Nevada and head back to Arizona. And we're just having all kinds of fun, especially now on these beautiful bluebird days with no smoke. Gosh, we're just enjoying the weather. It's absolutely lovely out here. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming along on another Wednesday episode. And we'll see y'all again this coming Saturday. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.